Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for Dow Jones and NASDAQ 100. As I shared yesterday, we might see a good drop and it dropped. In fact, today it has reached below 35,000 levels towards 34,964 the Dow Jones, and US 100 broke the support at 14,600 and went till towards 14,540. Now what will happen today? We are going to look with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. Those who had watched my today morning's analysis, definitely I had given the levels to go long there, but whether the same level sustains or not, let's have a look. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, and don't forget to miss the daily morning analysis. Definitely it helps and setting the tone for and direction for the day. Now let's start with US 100. At the end of this analysis, I am going to give you the trading levels for NASDAQ 100. So do watch till the end and followed with US 30. There also will give you the trading levels. So don't miss the trading levels. Now look at this. This is hourly chart for US 100. You can see higher lows here on the hourly charts, higher highs on the hourly charts, higher lows on the hourly charts. Now you can see here it is trying to form a base previously at 14,550 levels, now at 14,600 620 levels, which is again a very strong support. Now with this support it is trying to make a high and it might try to, in fact, now this is the resistance level here at around 14,720. So once it breaks 14,720, this was what I had told you yesterday also, we'll be looking forward to it. Once it breaks 14,720 levels, definitely it will try to again hit this resistance at 14,820 zone. This is again going to be a stronger resistance for US 100 for any upward move. Most probably it might try to in fact trade between 14,600 to 14,830. That could be a possible zone in which it might trade. That will also complete its retracement. After this big drop, it will complete the retracement, even if it has to drop next week possibly, or towards the end possibly, but it might try to hit this zone at 14,800 830 levels. That is what I am looking forward to if it breaks 14,720 levels. However, these are markets, anything is possible. Let's have a look at the different time frame charts, and on the 2-hour chart similar is the formation. You can see support here and breaking this channel. It is trying to again the support here at 14,580 on a 2-hour chart, and taking this support here at 14,580. It is trying to break past now 14,620, and now it is trying to rise. So there is a resistance at 14,720. This is a 2-hour candle. Possibly this is because after this it is looking forward to a first green candle, and now possibly we might see a second greener candle which will try to take it towards 14,828 zone, and in fact it can rise beyond that also. But this is a possible retracement which we can expect. Also look at this. Now on a 3-hour chart, similar is the story, breaking this channel here at 14,620 630 zone, trying to rise. Probably see the greener candle here from 14,550 to 14,670 levels, almost 120 points. So here too we might get 14,600 to 14,720 levels, 730 levels, and this is the second greener candle. Probably it might follow with another green candle which will try to take it towards at least 14,830 zone. Now once 14,830 is taken, it might in fact try to hit 14,900, but we have to be very cautious there at 14,900. It can in fact break again. But let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, after this drop, now see here, after this rally it has seen this drop, higher lows. What it is trying to form, it has not seen the previous low. Higher lows it is trying to form, and from here it is trying to rise again. Now look at this, the 4-hour charts. The bearishness is diminishing. You can see smaller bearish candles, smaller red candles also. Now this candle at the end of this trend is indicating a reversal. That is what has happened. 14,600 has definitely provided a support, and now with this support it is trying to rise. So this is the first green candle, can in fact be a bigger green candle where it can try to hit 14,780 and 14,820 zone. So this could be a very big green candle which will try to take it towards the zone at 14,800 and 14,820 830 zone. Beyond that, in fact, it can either rise again towards 14,900, or from there it can again try to retrace, because there are lower lows which has been made, and hence 14,800, from there it might try to drop again. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, interesting part on the daily charts, you can see how these lows are well connected. Also you can see The highs here were well connected. This was the breakout. It is again fallen back in this zone. Now there is a strong resistance at around 14,780 and 14,820 zone. It might try to again go past that and come back again in this zone, and then we might see a breakout later on. If not today, then probably next week. But yes, there is a higher lows, it what I can see on the daily charts. Also look at this. This is what lower highs, and hence it might try to trade in between this zone, that is 15,000 to 14,500. But if it's not today, then possibly day of next week it can try to in fact break out on the upside or on the downside. We have to see and wait and watch which direction it takes. The direction it takes is definitely going to be a decisive direction this time on the daily charts. Now on the weekly charts, you can clearly see on the weekly charts that here also lower highs, higher lows, lower highs is what we can see on the weekly charts, and it is trying to trade in this formation. Possibly next week also we might see it trading within this zone, and any breakout we have to be. But right now this candle might try to close in green. And also look at the body size of the previous candle, almost 14,500 to 14,700, 200 points. So here also from 14,650 to 14,850 can be a possible greener candle which we might see. So I expect that it is going to hit 14,800 2030 zone, and in fact 14,900 can also be seen, but possibly this might try to trade in green. Also there is a support coming into picture at 14,500, which is going to be a stronger support. Below that only, once it breaks below 14,500, definitely it will try to achieve 14,400 levels. So this is again going to be a very stronger support. Below that it will shed heavily. So this is what is the expectation. I think we are going to look forward to a greener candle today, and probably we might see 14,830, 40 levels. Now let's have a look at the indicators here. On the indicators front, now indicator on the daily charts, you can find that 14,620, again a very strong support. It did try to breach just to connect these lows here, and with the support at 14,600, it is trying to rise again. The next resistance is at around 14,830. It might try to hit. In fact, once it breaks past 14,830, it can rise in fact higher on the upside towards 14,900 and 14,970 levels. This is going to be a stronger resistance. Beyond that also it can rise. Remember, these are markets. If it can drop, it can rise also. At the same time, it can also give equally bigger candle. So we have to be very cautious. I will request, or rather say that possibly today you should be very cautious with the shorts for the day. Now look at the detrended price oscillator, again trying to enter into green, and also on the directional movement it is trying to run parallel, however diverging indication is a bearishness. Now look at the daily charts on stochastic. Now this is the worry point for me, that as it is crossed over and now looking downwards, and the lines are also diverging. Hence we have to be very cautious that it can give a red candle after achieving a high at around 14,830. Probably it may try to drop again. So probable indecisive day can be seen. We can expect huge swings today. That is why I say probably we have to be very cautious today. Now looking at the MACD, it is still in green and running parallel. So it is still bullish, and RSI is not showing any signs, rather not bullish, not oversold, not overbought, and neither it is bearish. It is at a comfortable level, and it is not sloping on the upside or downside. Now let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you can find that there is a potential stronger resistance which will come into picture at around 14,760 to 14,840 levels. Now in between this zone, it might try to definitely hit before it tries to take a drop, but it will definitely try to hit this zone between 14,760 to 14,840. That is my expectation, and from there we will see if it gives a next red candle. It might try to again come back towards 14,600 50 levels. So 14,830, 840 it achieves, and from there it can try to drop again towards 14,640, 650 levels, another probability. Now look at the detrended price oscillator, is red, and directional movement is red, but converging in the sense it is trying to act bullish. Now look at the 4-hour stochastic. It is oversold and crossing into overbought, crossing into buy zone, and now possibly from here it may try to retrace a bit, but after a couple of candles it can try to drop again. towards 14,646.50 levels. Again, it is going to be a swing day. So yes, MACD lines are on sell side on the 4-hour chart and trying to converge from here, and hence we have to be very cautious today. Now RSI is looking upwards. Considering this, let me jump to the levels directly. For the day, it is trading at 14,700. I'll recommend once it breaks 14,720, you can go long here. You can expect next targets. So these are all levels we have seen towards the upward journey. Now we are seeing again towards the down. Again, it has dropped, and we are looking again forward to these levels: 14,780, 14,800, and 14,830. Now till here it has got successive levels, and it has got a stronger resistance zone till 14,830. Once it breaks this zone at 14,830, it will directly lend to 14,900. And you have seen in past, whenever I say it will directly lend, it directly lends. In general, it does not stops, but yes, some bad day is never, you cannot deny that fact. But yes, in general, it definitely lends, and beyond 14,900, 14,920 and 14,970 will come into picture. And in fact, it can go beyond that also, but I'll expect it to be a swing day. Probably it can swing or it cannot swing, but however, one thing is for certain is that is it is going to rise first before any drop. So 14,820 30 zone is certain as far as I am concerned. But yes, these are markets, anything can happen. And any short entry I will recommend only below 14,600 levels. Now below 14,600, 14,580 is another support, which will try to give it a support. And let me, below that it is going to take a support, or rather I will say it will directly lend to 14,500 and 14,420 levels. Till here it has got a stronger support, but below this it is going to drop sharply towards 14,250. Below that, sky is the limit, it can go anywhere. And above 14,970, it will directly lend towards 15,100. That is also almost possible. That these are markets, anything is possible. If it can drop from 15,100 to 14,500, it can again rise from 14,600 700 levels to 15,100 400 points. Hardly matters. These are markets, anything is possible. One thing is for sure, I think it is going to hit this zone at 14,830 800. Definitely it might try to achieve, and from there it can either try to come back again till towards, see, in between there is a support which will come into picture at 14,645 also. Remember this level, this is also going to be a support. Once it rises and it comes back, definitely it will try to come back. It can try to hit 14,645 again before trying to take a rise, or it can try to hit 14,700. So once it reaches 14,830, we might see it coming back towards 14,720 or 14,650 levels, and from there, in between, somewhere in between these two levels, it can try to rise again. So take your positions accordingly. It may swing a bit, but overall the trend is bullish for the day from US cash session. Now, yes, we have not to deny it can break certainly, and whenever it breaks below 14,500, that is the level below which we are going to remain bearish for the day itself. It is going to be a sell all day below these levels. Now let's have a look at US30. Similar is the story with US30. You can see here 35,000 has given a stronger support. This was the zone where it has consolidated and saw this rally. Again a beautiful consolidation here, and again a drop. Now also, if you consider this lows, it is again higher lows, indicating that yes, there is bullishness. Also higher highs. So this was a drop which is again not breaking below this support at 34,800, indicating that yes, there is still bullishness in the market. Also, now look at the 4-hour charts. This candle at the end of this downward trend is indicative of a reversal. So it is trying to reverse. How far this could go? This could again go till towards here at around 35,550 levels, which is going to provide a resistance, and beyond that it will definitely fly. So now look at this. Look at the 4-hour charts closely. You can see the support coming into picture at 35,100. So once it breaks 35,100, you can go short. Rather, I will say, once it breaks, possibly, see, it can try to achieve this thing. may it try to hit 35,000 or 34,950 levels. It can try to hit once again before it tries to take a rise, and that is what we can expect, because this candle has no tail as of now. But yes, there is a support at 35,100. Once it breaks this zone at 35, I will say 35,070 level. See, also this candle has opened, previous candle has opened below this, so this time if it breaks below 35,050 levels, definitely it will try to break towards 34,950 levels, and below that definitely it will touch again 34,800. So that is one probability. On the flip side, it is indicative of a reversal, and now it is trying to reverse. We may see sooner on this side for 35,400 and 35,600, 35,550 levels can be achieved on US30. It may try to retrace at least till here before it tries to take a drop or take a rise. It will decide later, but it may try to hit this zone. Now this is on the 4-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts, you will see similar is the formation. It has formed the bottom here. It is trying to rise. It is a retracement, and now it is trying to go past this zone at 35,350 and then 35,350 and then towards 35,550 levels it can try to hit. Also look at this going past. Here is the again a bigger liquidity gap where the market has just slided within a fraction of minutes or in a time zone. But yes, it has got a stronger drop within this time frame on a 3-hour chart, and hence probably now also look also on the 3-hour charts. Let me give you a closer look here. See, the lows are well connected, the highs should be well connected. What is the next target? 35,310 levels, and 35,350 rather I will take. So 35,310, 35,350 it will try to achieve. Once 35,350 is taken, definitely it will try to fly past 35. Here it is 35,500. The next destination is at around 35,500 levels, and then it will fly past 35,550 also. Now look at the 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour chart, similar is the story. The lows here are well connected, and it is trying to give a breakout candle. Now this is a breakout candle. It has to be a certainly bullish candle. That is what we can see. And yes, it is trying to retrace at least till 35,310 and 350 zone. This is what we can definitely expect. Anything beyond that will try to fill this levels here at 35,550. It can try to strike, and 35,600 can be seen, and from there it can again retrace back. On the hourly charts, similar is the story. What story I have told you till now on the different time frames. It has got its support at 35,100, 35,050 levels, you can say. That is going to be a stronger support, and from the support at 35,100 it is trying to rise. Probably we might see couple of green candles which will try to take it towards 35,350 probable resistance, and then towards 35,500 can be expected. 35,550 can be seen. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, again see, these are the well connected levels. Now here also, if you try to connect this, higher lows is what and indicating that probably it may try to, but lower lows is what we have seen from the previous candle, indicated that yes, there is bearishness. So in fact it may try to hit 35,550 levels or so, and again come back till towards 35,250. That is one of the possibilities that it can try to swing, because we have seen a drop. So today again it might try to swing a bit before trying to take a bullish close. And yes, any level towards 35,550, if you see it achieving, you can take a short entry there. You can expect it to drop a little towards 35,250. From there you can enjoy the swing again towards on the upside. That is what I will expect from US30 today. Now let's have a look towards the indicators. Looking at the indicators here, 34,900, 950 zone, 20 period moving average, and here it is trying to give a resistance. This line, it's trying to give it a resistance at 35,250. Beyond that, 35,400 and 35,600. This zone at 35,600, 620, it is going to be stronger resistance from the 100 period moving average. So this zone between 400 to 600, it might try to hit before it tries to take a rise. It has to go past this zone at 35,250, and from there we will see definitely it might try to strike 35,400 and 600 zone, where it is trying to hit and appearing that it might hit. Now DPO again trying to enter into green, and look at the directional movement is just crossed into sell side. So that is one of the worry point for me. Probably we might see. Also look at the stochastic is looking forward to a drop, and hence in fact if we see a rise towards 35,350 and 35,500, it is going to drop. So it is going to happen in a fraction of, or rather in one candle. So if it is a 4-hour candle, it has to be within this 4-hour candle that it has to see a high and it has to drop again. So possibly everything might happen in one particular candle itself, and we have to wait for different candles and charts for taking or deciding the direction for this. Now MACD lines are on the verge of a crossover on the sell side, but it is trying to restrain. This is on the daily charts. Let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, yes, there is a resistance here at around 35,250 and then 35,350 zone. Once it breaks, then 35,500 is certain, and beyond that definitely it will fly towards 35,600 plus levels. On the downside, there is a support coming in at around 34,900 950 zone, so it can try to hit that zone once again. Also look at the detrended price oscillator trying to enter into green. The directional movement is trying to converge, indicating some bullishness, and the stochastic is at bottom on the 4-hour chart and probably try to look at upwards, and it is in buy zone. So probably we might see a rise. On the 4-hour charts, it is a sell but trying to converge, indicating there is a little bullishness here. So considering all this, let me jump to the levels. So here you can see 35,250, go long at 35,250. I will recommend you to take a position for next target at 35,310, 350. 350 is a very strong resistance which it should definitely achieve, but whether it breaks or not, that we have to do. But 35,400 is also certain. Beyond 35,400 till here, you can say that probably it is definitely trying to achieve this zone. So almost 150 points from now, definitely you can make. But beyond that, 35,500 is the next major resistance which will come into picture. So if it breaks 35,400, definitely 35,500 is certain, and in fact it can break towards 35,550. Now so above this, anything above 35,550 is a clear indication that it is again trying to achieve 35,600 and 720 levels. A tad below the previous highs, probably that is at around 35,860 850 levels we have seen day before. Probably it may try to remain a tad below this if it continues to rise from here. Now only sell or entry I will recommend you to take at only 35,050 levels. Now from here it will try to drop towards 35,000, the nearest support you can, and then towards 34,950. Now see, from these levels also it can again try to bounce back from here, because it will try to form a double bottom and threat you with a drop, and then from there it can try to rise again. So if you see it dropping from these levels at 35,250 levels, definitely it can try to hit 34,950, and from there definitely try to take long, and you can possibly achieve 35,200 300 zone once again. Also below 34,950 it will try to hit 34,820. This is going to be a very strong support for US30. Any drop below this zone is, sky is the limit. We are entering into a bearish territory for near term, and it will head towards 34,700 and below levels. Below that, sky is the limit. Now I will expect it to, if it tries to in fact drop with the open, possibly 35,050 should provide a support. If it fails to do so, 34,950 is also a good support. From there also it may try to break, but any break below this definitely will try to take it towards 34,800 levels. So this is all from my side for US30. If you like and appreciate my effort, press the thumbs up icon and join my Telegram channel. Reach out to me for my next mentorship batch or any of your trading or training related queries. My next batch starting on 15th of February. Couple of seats left. Seats filling fast. Join soon. And if you have any queries related to your trading or training, reach out to me via Telegram or email. Links are mentioned in the description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.